Two vans, same capability, same interior space, same off-grid systems, $43,000 difference in price. One of them is on every YouTube channel. The other one, almost nobody is talking about. The Sprinter has become the iPhone of van life. Everyone wants one, everyone makes content about one. And because everyone wants one, the price has completely detached from the value. Used Sprinter conversions that sold for $58,000 3 years ago are now listed at $85,000 to $98,000. The van didn't get better, the content did. A very specific group of buyers, second-time buyers, experienced buyers, buyers who already made the expensive mistake, are quietly moving somewhere else. Same capability, sometimes better build, 25 to 40% less money. Here's the one rule before I show you the vehicles, because not every overlooked van is overlooked for a good reason. Ask 3 questions. First, does it share a chassis with something mainstream? A lesser-known van on a Ram, Mercedes, or Fiat platform carries global dealer support. The brand premium disappears, the reliability doesn't. Second, is the price gap perception or problems? Perception gaps close, problem gaps follow you. Third, what does 5-year total ownership actually cost? Not the sticker, fuel, tires, maintenance, repairs. That number is always different from what the seller quotes. Every van in this video passes all 3. Let's go. Van number 1, Winnebago Travato, 2019 to 2022 59GL or 59K, USA retirees and couples. Before this first van, a quick flag. Van number 5 in this video is the one adventure buyers are most consistently overpaying to replicate with a custom build. The gap is $30,000 to $45,000. I'll show you the exact numbers when we get there. Stay with me. The Winnebago Travato is one of the most consistently undervalued factory Class B motorhomes in the North American market, and the reason comes down to one word: badge. Winnebago doesn't carry the premium perception of Airstream or the cult status of a custom Sprinter build, so buyers scroll past it, and that is exactly why smart buyers are picking it up. Why smart buyers choose it? The Travato was built on the Ram ProMaster chassis, 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, front-wheel drive, Ram, Jeep, Dodge dealer support at over 2,400 U.S. locations. That network is not a minor detail. That is a critical safety net for full-time travelers. What Winnebago adds on top of that chassis is a genuinely well-engineered living unit. The 59GL layout has a fixed rear queen bed, no converting a dinette at 10 p.m. after a 400-mile drive. The 59K has a wet bath and a larger freshwater tank. Both have a 200-watt solar system standard on 2020 and newer models. Winnebago has been building motorhomes since 1958. The coach systems, plumbing, electrical integration, cabinetry reflect that experience in a way that a 3-year-old custom conversion shop simply cannot match. Real used price range: 2020 to 2022 Winnebago Travato 59GL or 59K, $72,000 to $92,000. Comparable Airstream Interstate with similar specs, $105,000 to $130,000. A custom Sprinter conversion at equivalent build quality, $88,000 to $115,000. The Travato delivers the same capability at a consistent $20,000 to $35,000 discount. That discount is entirely a perception gap, not a quality gap. Maintenance reliability. ProMaster chassis reliability is well documented. The 9-speed automatic introduced in 2019 has a known rough low-speed shift characteristic. It is quirky, not catastrophic. Coach systems use Truma and Dometic components with strong parts availability. Annual maintenance budget, $1,500 to $2,200. Biggest hidden cost? Roof maintenance. The Travato's fiberglass roof needs annual inspection and resealing of roof penetrations, solar mounts, vent openings, antenna bases. Skip one inspection and water intrusion can damage cabinetry and subfloor. Cost of proper annual roof seal, $200 to $400 DIY, $600 to $900 at a shop. The cost of ignoring it for 2 years, $4,000 to $9,000 in water damage repairs. Inspect the roof before you buy. Get on a ladder, bring a flashlight. Who is perfect for? USA retirees and couples planning full-time or extended travel on established U.S. routes. Fixed bed, factory engineering, massive dealer network. This is the smart retiree buy of 2026. Who should not buy it? Off-road adventurers. Front-wheel drive ProMaster chassis is not built for rough terrain. Also not ideal for solo buyers who find the 21-foot length challenging in tight spaces.
Van number 2. Roadtrek Simplicity SRT 2020 to 2022. USA Full-Timers. The Roadtrek brand carries baggage. They went through bankruptcy in 2019. The internet remembers. Buyers hesitate. That hesitation is creating one of the best value opportunities in the Class B motorhome market right now. Why smart buyers choose it? Here's what the internet doesn't tell you. The bankruptcy was a business failure, not an engineering failure. The 2020 and 2021 models came out of the restructured company with improved quality control and full Roadtrek warranty support restored. The Simplicity SRT on the ProMaster chassis is a purpose-built full-time living machine. The electrical system is factory integrated, not a conversion shop's interpretation of what 12-volt wiring should look like. The wet bath is compact but functional. The rear lounge converts to a sleeping area that, combined with the fold-flat dinette, handles 2 adults comfortably long-term. Because of the bankruptcy stigma, used 2020 to 2021 Roadtreks are priced like 2017 models. The stigma is priced in, the problem is not. Real used price range. 2020 to 2022 Roadtrek Simplicity SRT, $54,000 to $68,000. A comparable Thor Sequence or similar ProMaster-based Class B, $72,000 to $84,000. You are buying the same chassis, similar coach quality at a $15,000 to $20,000 discount because of a business event that has no impact on the vehicle you're driving. Maintenance reliability. ProMaster chassis, same reliability profile as any well-maintained ProMaster. Coach systems on 2020 and newer models use standardized Truma and Dometic units. Annual maintenance $1,400 to $2,000. Biggest hidden cost: pre-purchase verification of warranty transferability. Roadtrek's post-bankruptcy warranty structure changed. On 2020 and newer models, the manufacturer warranty is transferable, but you must verify this with Roadtrek directly before purchase, not with the seller. One phone call. Make it before you sign anything. Who is perfect for? Full-time U.S. travelers who want factory quality, ProMaster reliability, and are willing to do 10 minutes of due diligence that most buyers skip. That 10 minutes is worth $15,000. Who should not buy it? Buyers unwilling to research the specific vehicle's warranty history, and anyone buying pre-2020 models. The value equation changes significantly before the restructuring. Van number 3. Pleasureway Plateau TS, 2019 to 2022. Premium couples and retirees. Pleasureway is the most consistently overlooked premium Class B manufacturer in North America. Ask 10 van life buyers about Pleasureway, 7 of them will say they've never heard of it. That obscurity is purely a marketing problem. The product is exceptional. Why smart buyers choose it? Pleasureway has been building Class B motorhomes since 1986, longer than most of the brands getting YouTube attention right now. The Plateau TS is built on the Mercedes Sprinter 2500 144 diesel chassis with a coach build quality that independent reviewers consistently rate above competitors at the same price point. What sets the Plateau apart is build precision, cabinetry joinery, panel alignment, electrical routing. These are the details that separate a van built by a company with 35 years of experience from one built by a shop that opened in 2019. The TS layout has a rear transverse bed, fixed, no conversion, a slide-out galley kitchen, a large fresh water tank, and a Truma combi heating and hot water system. For couples and retirees wanting a premium, low-maintenance, full-time experience, this is the layout that works. Real used price range. 2020 to 2022 Pleasureway Plateau TS is $88,000 to $112,000. Airstream Interstate at the same spec, $125,000 to $145,000. The Plateau is quieter on social media. It is not quieter in quality. Maintenance reliability. Sprinter diesel chassis. Same reliability profile as any well-maintained Sprinter. Coach systems use exclusively Tier 1 European appliance brands. Annual maintenance, $1,600 to $2,400. Biggest hidden cost, the slide-out galley. The Plateau TS's signature slide-out kitchen is mechanically robust, but the seal system around the slide needs annual inspection and lubrication. A failed slide seal is a $1,200 to $2,400 repair and a potential water intrusion issue. Verify the slide operation and seal condition in person before any purchase. Operated 10 times. Watch the seal contact on all 4 edges. Who is perfect for? Premium buyers and retirees who want Airstream quality without the Airstream price premium, and who prioritize build precision over brand recognition. Pleasureway buyers are uniformly loyal. That loyalty is evidence. Who should not buy it? Budget buyers. The Pleasureway's price point is premium. The gap versus Airstream is real, but this is not a budget vehicle. If your ceiling is $70,000, look at the Travato or Roadtrek. Van number 4, Carado CV600, 2019 to 2022, European buyers. This one is for the European buyers watching this video. Carado is owned by Hymer Group, the same parent company as Hymer, one of the most respected motorhome brands in Europe. Carado is built in the same factory, with most of the same components, and it sells for 30 to 40% less than a Hymer because it doesn't have the Hymer badge. That is the entire story. Why smart buyers choose it. The Carado CV600 is a factory-built Class B on the Fiat Ducato chassis, the most universally serviced motorhome base in Europe. Fiat professional dealers, Peugeot Boxer cross-compatibility, Citroën relay parts overlap. If something fails in rural Portugal or central Romania, you will find a capable mechanic. This chassis is everywhere. The CV600's layout is optimized for 2-person extended travel, fixed rear transverse bed, front dinette, and a genuine wet bath, and a 100 amp-hour lithium-ready electrical system on post-2020 models. Real used price range. 2020 to 2022 Carado CV600 in Germany or the Netherlands, €42,000 to €58,000. A Hymer B-Class with equivalent specifications, €68,000 to €88,000. The vehicles are produced meters apart in the same facility. The price gap is a marketing budget. Maintenance reliability. Ducato chassis is the most serviced motorhome base in Europe. Annual maintenance, including coach systems, €1,100 to €1,700. Biggest hidden cost. The Shout electrical control system on pre-2021 Carado models is an older generation unit that does not cleanly accept modern lithium drop-in upgrades. If you plan to upgrade the battery system and for full-time use, you should. Budget €900 to €1,400 for a compatible battery management controller alongside the battery cost itself. This is not in any seller's listing. Ask specifically before you negotiate. Who is perfect for? European buyers, couples, adventurers, semi-retired travelers who want Hymer engineering at an honest price. The knowledge that you paid for the product, not the badge, is its own satisfaction. Who should not buy it? North American buyers. The Ducato has virtually no U.S. service infrastructure. This is a European use vehicle. In Europe, it is exceptional. Outside Europe, it is complicated.
Here it is, the van I flagged at the start. In the adventure van segment, the conversation is always the same. Custom Sprinter 4x4, $110,000 to $160,000, 8 months of build time, Instagram famous before you've driven it 500 miles. The Storyteller Overland MODE 4x4 is what happens when someone takes that concept and actually engineers it instead of assembling it. Why smart buyers choose it? Storyteller builds on the Mercedes Sprinter 144 4x4, the exact same platform the custom build world covets. But instead of a conversion shop's one-off interpretation, the mode is a factory-engineered system designed specifically for off-grid abuse, not tested on a smooth shop floor, tested for the conditions adventure buyers actually drive in. The difference shows at mile 15,000. Custom builds develop rattles, electrical gremlins from chassis grounds vibrated loose on corrugated tracks, waterline joints that weren't properly clamped. The Storyteller was built to eliminate exactly those failure points. Standard specs on a used 2021 mode: 300 amp-hour lithium bank, 200 watts of solar, 2,000-watt inverter, proprietary rear storage platform engineered for load distribution on uneven terrain. To replicate this in a custom build, add $28,000 to $42,000 on top of the conversion cost. That is not an estimate. That is the number buyers discover after they've already signed. Real used price range: 2020 to 2022 Storyteller Mode 4x4, $74,000 to $98,000 used. A custom Sprinter 4x4 at genuinely equivalent spec, $105,000 to $145,000. The Storyteller is the cheaper option, and it was engineered as a system, not assembled as one, every time. Maintenance reliability: Mercedes Sprinter diesel chassis, DEF system, 370 plus U.S. dealer locations. Storyteller's proprietary systems have an active and growing owner community with thoroughly documented repair solutions. Annual maintenance: $1,800 to $2,700. Biggest hidden cost: tires. A Sprinter 4x4 under loaded off-road use consumes all-terrain rubber aggressively. A full set, typically 265/70 R17, runs $1,400 to $1,900 installed. In genuine off-road use, plan a full replacement every 35,000 to 45,000 miles. This is not optional. It is a structural safety item. Budget for it before you buy, not after your first blowout at altitude. Who it's perfect for? Adventure buyers and remote work travelers who want genuine off-grid capability without a six-figure custom build or an 8-month wait. Buy it used, save $30,000 to $45,000, drive immediately. Who should not buy it? Urban dwellers and primarily highway travelers. The 4x4 Sprinter platform adds cost, complexity, and fuel consumption that only justifies itself if you're regularly leaving the pavement. If your idea of adventure is a paved campsite, go back to van number 1. The Travato will serve you better for less money. Expert tips: 5 rules before you write a single check. Rule 1. Match the vehicle to your actual route profile, not your dream route profile. Most buyers imagine the 10% of their year that involves remote mountain passes. They should be buying for the 90% that involves highways and cities. Be honest about how you'll actually use the van, then buy for that. Rule 2. Mileage ceiling for Class B diesel chassis. For Sprinter-based vans, avoid units above 140,000 miles without a documented injector service history. Injector replacement on a Sprinter runs $4,200 to $7,400. Above $140K with no records, it is not a question of if, it is a question of when. Rule 3. Factory-built versus conversion. Never inspect them the same way. A factory Class B has engineered systems with documented specifications. A custom conversion has whatever the builder chose that week. Hire a conversion specialist separately from your mechanical inspector for any custom build. 2 inspections, not 1. Rule 4. The coach systems are a separate purchase decision. The Truma heating unit, the Dometic refrigerator, the Shout or Victron electrical panel. Before you buy, price out the replacement cost of every major appliance. If any single item has no clear parts supply chain, price the replacement into your negotiation before you sign. Rule 5. Check the owner community before the listing. For every van in this video, there is a dedicated owner forum or Facebook group. Read 90 days of recent posts before you contact any seller. What are they fixing? What's failing? What year had the bad alternator? This research takes 30 minutes. It is worth several $1,000s. Buyer mistake warning.
Here is the mistake that costs buyers $10,000 to $20,000, and it is specifically a factory Class B mistake, different from the custom conversion trap. It's called the deferred systems failure. Here's how it plays out. You buy a factory Class B, clean mechanical inspection, decent mileage, looks solid. 6 months into full-time living, 3 coach systems fail within 90 days of each other. The heating unit, the water pump, the battery management system. Why? Because the previous owner used the van for 2 weeks per year, every summer, for 7 years. A van used 2 weeks per year sits dormant for 50 weeks of the year. Seals dry out. Water lines develop micro cracks from thermal cycling with no fluid movement to maintain pressure. Battery cells develop internal resistance from partial cycling and long storage. Lubricants in moving parts degrade without use. The mechanical inspection found nothing wrong, because technically nothing was mechanically wrong. Yet, the protection is one specific question to every seller. What was the annual usage pattern for this vehicle? If the answer is seasonal, light use, or storage for any extended period, add $3,000 to $5,000 to your mental repair budget before you negotiate, and ask to run every coach system, heating, plumbing, electrical, for a minimum of 30 minutes of continuous operation before you sign. Not a 5-minute demo, 30 minutes under actual load. That request will tell you everything about the seller and everything about the vehicle. The Sprinter isn't a bad van. The Transit isn't a bad van. If you've watched this channel before, you know I've been straight about both of them. But in 2026, the mainstream market has priced those vehicles based on content demand, not on objective value, and smart buyers have noticed. Every van in this video delivers the same capability, in some cases better capability, at a price that reflects what the van is actually worth, not what the algorithm thinks it should cost. The Travato for the full-time retiree, the Roadtrek for the buyer willing to do 10 minutes of due diligence, the Pleasureway for the couple who wants Airstream precision without the Airstream markup, the Carado for the European buyer who just found out their dream van costs 35% less with a different logo on the door, and the Storyteller for the adventurer who was about to spend $45,000 more on a custom build that wouldn't be as good. One of these is your van. You just hadn't seen it yet. Buy smart, not viral. The 5-year cost of ownership comparison for every van in this video is in the description below. Real numbers, purchase, maintenance, depreciation. Free download, no email. And if this video saved you money on your next van, the algorithm needs one signal from you right now. You know exactly where the button is.